This is Socrates, and he is locked in Scarlet Monastery until he earns 1 million gold from this dungeon and this dungeon alone. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the series where we are locked in Scarlet Monastery until we earn 1 million gold. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we sold overnight. Alright, looks like we made 985 gold overnight, just selling trade goods. We sold our heavy hide. There we go. Let's go ahead and get all of that in the bags. Alright, that puts us at 70,296 gold, which is where we're going to start today because his auction house tunes did not sell anything overnight. Before I run up there and grab the key, we need some more scrolls of unlocking. Gonna buy 13 real quick for 43 gold. All right, so even though we didn't get any sales last night, Socrates is totally okay today. In fact, he's on cloud 9. If you watched yesterday's episode, he got a big boy drop. Few, actually. That was a top 2 episode in this series so far, so if you haven't checked it out, I would encourage you to do so. And he's also on cloud 9 because he knows that Bofidis is in a major slump, and he knows that this challenge is basically within his grasp. Before we get started, let's take a look at a few comments. The first one says, I feel sorry for our troll buddy. What insane 10 runs. You are making me want to go do 100 runs and compare with yours. So that is exactly what I want you to do. I would love for you guys to do the same thing and just let me know how it's going in the comments. Now, I would encourage you to try to spread out the items that you're getting. Try not to search for all the ones that I've put up. But if we do end up competing on the same auction house, that's fine. No hard feelings. Next comment says, I hope we get a good recap video when one of the supers finally sells and you end things here at SM. I'm super curious what your grand total of prospective looted items is across these 100+ runs. This has been a great series to watch this week, and I can't wait to see what dungeons challenges you end up running next. As always, thank you for the comments. So yeah, when we finally hit the 1 million gold, that will be the recap video where I will show you all the sales and the total item value across 4 different auction houses, which I took a peek at that this morning, and it's insane. Transmog farmers know that if you want to make 1 million gold, you need to have, 5, 6, 7, 12 million gold up on the auction house at a given time. That's why we're posting thousands of items. So yeah, I'll be sure to try to work on a recap video once we're done and reveal all the totals and everything. And the last comment from my guy here, Obi-Wan Kenobi, whose name is Brandon, I think, just gave me a link to a YouTube clip and said, all thanks to you, my guy. I decided to go take a look at the clip, and it's him looting a pattern for the rich purple silk shirt, literally 1 room over from where we got it. So big grats, my guy. All right, so my expectations are not super high for today after what went down last night. But as I said in yesterday's video, I think the secret is to just have fun, be surprised when big things drop, and just not try too hard. So let's go ahead and eat our fried bonefish, start up the loot appraiser, and let's enjoy ourselves here, shall we? First green that dinged is scaled leather boots, elder's pants, conjurer's gloves, sage's circlet, archer's belt, male combat boots. We have male stuff across all auction houses. I think we have the full male set actually on all 4. Male combat armor. Cobalt Crusher, another one? Oh man, is it gonna be like that? Wow. All right, Phalanx Balders. At this point, Socrates sees it as his destiny to win this challenge. Guys, we are 7 minutes in, and we already almost have more looted item value than all 10 runs of Bofidis' video this morning. Another blood spiller. Oh man. Male combat armor ×2. Chief Brigadier bracers. Archer's belt. Phalanx breastplate. Infiltrator boots. Someone just messaged me and said that I gave them way too much hope in this place, and they blame me. Glimmering male coif. Chatting with one of my viewers about what he's planning on doing based on inspiration from what we're doing here. And he said he's doing an all transmog challenge to 10 million gold, which makes me want to encourage you guys. If you have a YouTube channel or you're doing a similar challenge, let us know how it's going in the comments. Insignia boots, night sky wristbands, infiltrator cap again, 16k market value. Some more male combat stuff. We're getting a bunch of that today, aren't we? Glimmering male greaves, conjurer's bracers. All right, I'm gonna do what you guys have been saying. I'm gonna run down Main Street, and we're gonna kill this main boss. I know everything comes here, but this lady in the back is coming out right now, and she's gonna stun me. Right here. This 9 to 10 second stun is so life-draining to me. And even though that might be like, I don't know, 10 seconds faster than me just flying around the room, I just have a preference to just always be moving. Night sky wristbands, infiltrator cap. Green whelp armor pattern. Shimmering Stave. First round of vending there got us 198 gold. Renegade Cloak, 17k market value. Another round of vending there got us 108 gold. Hey, I got an iron lockbox. I need you guys to remind me to open that at the end of the video. Elder's Pants, Lambit Scale Breastplate, Night Sky Boots, more male combat gauntlets, Archer's Belt, recipe for the Elixir of Lesser Agility, and Insignia Gloves, Shimmering Stave. That round of vendoring netted us 943 gold. Battleforge Gauntlets, Infiltrator Cord, Elder's Hat, Renegade Gauntlets. Plans for the Mighty Iron Hammer. Alright guys, that does it for these 10 runs. Let's take a look at his bags. Alright, we got a lot of stuff to deal with. I'm going to do that real quick. Be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I spent a few minutes cleaning out my bags quite a bit. I sold almost everything that is already up across all 4 auction houses that are a part of this challenge. We netted 1,296 gold from that. I tend to always save the patterns, and I saved 1 pair of Scarlet gauntlets because I need to send them over to one of my auction house tunes. And this is the stuff that I'm wanting to make sure that I post somewhere. But before I do that, we need to open up some lock boxes. Thank you again for reminding me. All right, in the first box, we got a leaden mace of the quick blade. Second box, we got an emblazoned hat. Third box, we got a night sky wristbands. Next one, we got scaled leather headband. In the last box, we got a design for the Jade Pendant of Blasting. Most likely not going to keep these 4 items, but I'll do a check to make sure. So over to the items that we're going to keep, I am going to keep some of these Insignia Gloves, some of the Infiltrator Caps, and I'm going to keep all the male combat stuff to send off to auction house tunes that are not a part of this challenge. And as always, if they sell on those auction houses, we're not going to count it towards this challenge. As far as today's best items go, we got another Blood Spiller, and we got another Cobalt Crusher. We're not going to look the Blood Spiller up on Undermine Exchange because we've looked at it so many times, but this is what it looks like. And this is what the Cobalt Crusher looks like. And even though we got one of these last episode, I think this one's worth looking at on Undermine Exchange. All right, there's 89 across US realms. 11k is the lowest. 255 is a median. And if you ever get an item and it looks like this across all the fulls and the highs, that it goes very quickly from, you know, like 11k like this up to like 100k, that would suggest that you have a very good item. So that is definitely the highlight of these 10 runs today. Since we already have one, I get to put it on a different auction house. As far as our looted item value goes, we did break 1,000,000 gold again, 1,096,000. And that puts our gold total at 73,448. So I think based on several items that we've gotten over these 110 runs, Sokratez here is in a really good position to start seeing some big time sales over the next few weeks or days, depending on, you know, when people are looking for these things. So if I were to make a prediction, I would say that Sokratez is most likely going to be our winner, as long as Bofidis doesn't loot a T-Booze or a Blade of Hannah or a Skullflame Shield, right? So as always, if you enjoy this sort of content, I would encourage you to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever it is you do to engage with YouTube videos, because your engagement helps small channels like mine. And one final thing, we are approaching the first stage in the monetization journey of a YouTube channel where we unlock memberships. And I want to let all of you know that I'll never put an episode of a challenge series or a gold making series behind a paywall, but I would like to offer all of you something extra, and I'm not quite sure what that is yet. So if you have any ideas about what we could do for membership here, like membership tiers, let me know in the comments. So anyway, until next time, take care. See you soon.